are you? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Today's video is all about how I found out I was pregnant back in July 22 with, I don't know if you can see her, she's back there. She's 2 now, 2.5, going on 30. Hello, Sasha. So I want to tell the story of how I found out I was pregnant with Sasha. Pretty normal. I missed my period. My period was 2 days late, but I want to share the signs that I ignored up to me taking a test and missing my period. The first sign was my face was really swollen. I look at pictures back then and I was like, I was pregnant here and I didn't know. I went to a Atlanta Braves game with my friends and my Apple Watch kept going off talking about my heart rate was being crazy. Like all I would do, like we were sitting down, I was normal, we were sitting down, and then we would have to get up to let people through, and every time I got up it would be like abnormal heart rate, and I was like, what the heck? It did it about 2 or 3 times, and we just ignored it because I felt fine. I'm like, maybe it's just being crazy with all the surroundings at the game. I don't know, we did a lot of walking, but I was like, I feel fine, I'm just gonna ignore it. So the second, let's see, so swollen face, abnormal heart rate, according to my Apple Watch, and then vivid dreams. The dreams were crazy. I had a dream I got raped in my living room floor, and we had just moved into our house. So we got a Ring camera to make me feel safe. But now we have a whole security system. But the dreams were so vivid and so scary. Like I'll be dead asleep and I'll just wake up like this, like on a movie, like eyes closed and then pop open. So vivid dreams. Let's see what else. Oh, my boobs hurt, but that happens with what is it? Not pregnancy, period symptoms. So I knew my cycle was coming on, so I was like, oh, my cycle's coming. But I also didn't have, you know how you have the pre-discharge, I guess you can call it, with your cycle? I had none of that. None at all. I was like, something's not right. But also I ignored it. I said, she'll come. And my cycle was supposed to, that time my cycle came on the 20th of every month, like clockwork. The 20th. It was the 22nd, and I was like, where's my cycle? And so I took I thought this video was gonna be a little bit longer, but I think that was really it. I think I had cramps. Yeah, I had cramps, and it would hurt to sleep on my stomach for some reason. And so in my sleep, I remember I was cramping so bad that I turned on my side, and I put the pillow between my legs, like the pregnancy pillow is. This is before I even had it. And I was like, what the heck? Why did I do that? But it felt so comfortable. But it would hurt to sleep on my stomach for a few weeks. But once I found out I was pregnant, I slept on my stomach until I couldn't no more. Like, I had no problem sleeping on my stomach. But up to taking the test. So, period is 2 days late. I have some tests from the Dollar Tree. Mind you, it's like 8, 9 o'clock. I had just got off work, or I don't know what I was doing. I don't know if I was doing hair. Oh, no, I think I was working at Ulta. Yes, I was working at Ulta at the time. I was working at Ulta, and I had just got home. It was about 8 or 9 o'clock. I probably got off at 7. Hello? What was that noise? But I got off work from Ulta, and I guess I was just having like weird symptoms at work. I don't know what made me take a test. I guess my period being 2 days late. So I took the test on the Dollar Tree test. Instant 2 lines. So I was like, OMG. And I was like, this ain't right. So then I didn't believe the Dollar Tree test. So 9 o'clock at night, it's 9 o'clock now, I drive to, can you hurry up and turn? My gosh. I drive to Walgreens and I get the big box of Clear Blue for like $40. And I was like, I need it to where it says pregnant. So I take 2 of the Clear Blue. I take one that says if you're pregnant or not pregnant, and then one that shows the actual plus sign, and they both showed up positive. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, I really didn't know what to do. So I called my friends and let them know. I called like 3 of my close friends at the time, and everybody was excited. It was good feelings. I then tried to get an appointment with my OBGYN, but they couldn't get me in until I was like 6 or 8 weeks, and I was 4 weeks at the time. So I was like, I need to know something now. I need to go somewhere. So I went to the Women's Resource Center. I made an appointment with them. They did a pregnancy test, and then they did an ultrasound. They tried to do one on the belly first, but since I was so not far, but close, so new, so I don't know the word, help me brain fart, okay? But since I was only 4 weeks at the time, they couldn't really see anything but a sac. She was like, I see the sac, but I don't know if I see the yolk. And I'm like, that doesn't help. All these pregnancy tests it was positive, so am I pregnant or not? I didn't really like that. But then there was another lady who was very reassuring, and they gave me a pair of booties and all these pamphlets, asking me if I was married, if I'm going to keep it, do I want adoption. I'm just like, I'm keeping my child. I'm fine. I'm married. My husband's just not here. But it was very exciting. I love that feeling. I love the feeling of a newborn. I love my toddler. I just love being a mom. I just love it all. But I just had to share my story. If you think you're pregnant, do not ignore the signs. Take the test. And I think that was it. That's all I really can remember, since it was 2.5 years ago, almost 3. But it was on my mind to share this with you guys, so I had to share. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to say. If you want to hear more about my pregnancy, please let me know, because I love to share. I would love to make like little guides and checklists for soon-to-be mamas. I just love everything about having a baby.